tuned to another edition of Digging with Dez. We're at Grantski Records in Central Augusta. We finna do our thing, well, my thing. You know, do my sampling, digging, all that process. But enough talking, y'all already know. Let's go. Yo, I don't know what this is, but this right here is cool. Like, she's like the slave that rose up, and now she's like conquering all the white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. This is the most pro-blackest thing. Black History Month it is. You know what I'm saying? That's giant steps.
What's up?
What up? My name is Dez, man.
Dez, Evan.
Evan, alright, bro. Just got a couple questions I want to ask you, man.
Alright.
So, when did the store open? Like, give me the history of Grantski Records.
So we've been open about 2.5 years, and I would just let people know I'm buying records and collections, and realize I could resell them, and then fuel the habit more to where I can make money to find records and keep them for myself, and you know.
What'd you think of sampling, bro?
Sampling? I think it's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of, like, I guess electronic and hip hop and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like EDM? Or like that
not,
early EDM?
Definitely not EDM.
That Daft Punk? Like that?
No, more like RJD2, Aesop Rock, Atmosphere, Madlib,
Oh yeah,
J
Madlib.
Dilla.
Yeah.
So, in fact, now the more I've gotten into records, I'll play something and immediately, you know, recognize the sample that was used.
Alright, so you don't think it's stealing, right?
No, I don't think it's stealing. I guess it depends on the artist. Kanye has kind of used samples, like for instance, he used Aphex Twin, April 14th.
Oh, that?
And he used that, and like, I guess Aphex Twin kind of called him out in a way, like for just not...
Jacking it?
Yeah, I guess. And Kanye just straight up said, "No, man, I didn't take that." And so that's kind of weird. Like, if you're gonna use something, you should, I guess, give credit. You know, at least. I guess, yeah. I mean, and if the artist requires there to be some type of payment, then I don't know. It depends. It depends, I guess, on the copyright. But I think I'm all for it.
Okay. Well, good to hear that. Alright?
Yeah.
Alright, so what sparked your interest in vinyl?
Just loving music. I've always collected, you know, growing up. Started with CDs and noticing records coming. Kind of, you know, a lot of my favorite bands would have records. And then my mom's record collection I pulled out in high school and started, you know, putting those on a Technics 1200. And I don't know, just grew from there.
Okay. 5 musicians of all time, or bands.
Top 5. Alright, Frank Zappa is #1 for me. King Crimson, another late 60s, early 70s band, which is actually still going today. Radiohead, been a fan of theirs for a while. Let's see. John Coltrane.
Hey.
Herbie Hancock.
Hey.
From at 4. No, that was 5. I'll do one more.
Honorable mention.
I gotta say Alice Coltrane because she switches it up, and I'm really into the spiritual, not too out there jazz, but stuff that is out there enough and accessible to just really kind of, I don't know, not zone out, but definitely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just play it like you just play it. Like,
And
say it's like, you know, set the scene. Say it's like a cold night, right? Say it's raining. And
Yeah.
you just put your record on. You just zone out. Like,
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
on your bed, burning some incense and all that good
Yeah.
stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
I feel you on that. All right. So, man, if you could have any record in the world would it be?
Record in the world. There's
Yeah.
the Mars Volta, Francis the Mute. That record is.
Is that like a French record or something?
No, they're actually they're American, like Mexican American. I believe Mexican, definitely Latin. I think they come from California. So a lot of their lyrics are in Spanish, at least in that album. But that's up there. And then there's a few jazz albums, like Herbie Hancock's Taken Off, a couple of his early albums, Maiden Voyage, original pressings.
Original pressings?
Yeah, there's a lot of
reissues, right?
No, I have all the reissues I can. I didn't grow up doing like.
Remember cars? That's all they had in the 90s.
Yeah,
my
last
That's all
car.
I remember. It's just cassettes.
They made cars with cassette players to like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
They're still putting them in there.
I was old.
But did you put a cassette in, Mike?
Yes, I did.
Mike, do you know how to rewind a cassette, Mike?
Yes, I do. Right.
Yeah, that. Hey, Kevin, you know about cassettes, Kevin? Alrighty then. Here we are. We got Earth Choir. I don't know what this is, but this is like the most pro-blackest thing ever. Look, she's a slave that grew super mutant powers and just plucked all the white privilege out the ground and all that good shit. Crazy. Got my girl Millie Jackson, probably the most funniest woman on the record ever. The most funniest woman. I love her. Like, I just love her. Literally, back in the 70s, she would have been my woman back in the 70s. Or she probably would have took me for a whole ride, I don't know. Alright, and you got my boys, the Crusaders. Classic samples from these guys. And plus, look at this cover. It's weird. It's also kind of dope. And it's a live recording, too. So, oh my god, live recordings. We'll see what we can do. Probably get some good audience sounds. And we got Steve Hackett. I've never heard of Steve Hackett. It's gonna probably be an education, but somebody probably used the hell out of this because look at this packaging. Like, Lord, this shit's molded. Man, your gloves touch this shit. We'll be good. Alright, so let's go to the stew and chop them up.